All right, guys, welcome back to WTM,
The podcast.
a place for guys to be guys,
Jits to be jits.
hermanos to be hermanos.
Real quick, I want to start off today's episode by saying congrats to my brother Emmanuel.
Big congrats to Aston. Yeah, it was so good.
He took the lead. I feel like we always argue about.
Well, he didn't take lead.
Gabe took lead, but Emmanuel was right behind. I feel like we always argue about who's next.
He lead, bro. It's 2 out of 6 of the Goofy Goobers.
It's okay though. I was next. We think
The guy behind one of these cameras is next, or
should digress. I won't say too much.
Oh man, episode 2.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even think we'd do one.
Bro, suck. Just say so. So, anyways,
Can't speak truthfully.
This episode almost didn't happen. Michael, what happened?
Yeah, today's been a rough day. I'm not gonna lie. Well, not even just today. It's been a rough week. You may see we're in a different environment than
Our last episode.
Yeah. Studio was booked. Very tough scene. But by the grace of God,
Shonda.
our second and third options were also not available.
And we're not.
But thankfully,
My God made it.
my God made a way. Brethren worldwide
Shout out.
opened up their home to us for us to be able to record this episode. So
Shout out.
big shout out to Tokumbo and Tommy, the biggest bros. If you haven't listened to Tommy Abdon's music,
What are you doing?
open your eyes, open your ears, use sense, please.
Come on now.
All right. Well, so thank you to the guys.
Like always, we're gonna start with a what's the move. For those who don't know what's the move, it's a time where we talk about something going on in social media and we break it down.
Yeah.
I can't lie. This one was hard to do.
Why?
Brother, this week
I'm not gonna lie. I knew it was a hurry. That's why I told him this week you got this one. I wasn't gonna do this one.
he set me up for failure.
I did.
Guys. But what kind of came really this morning was the whole thing of like how fast social media, like the social media trends, how they catch fire. Well, not only do they catch fire, some of them come quick and die quick.
Talking about 2-3 days.
And they're gone. But then you have other ones that stay for a minute, lifetime, a minute. And
There's some since 2022 I'm still seeing.
there's stuff since the pandemic. I think the biggest thing that I've seen is TikTok. It will make or break your songs.
Yeah.
TikTok will make or break your songs.
And that's so crazy because, I mean, it's always been like social media was one of like the biggest things, like the biggest indicators of whether or not your songs or your music is going to be popular, because you have to have a following. But it's like TikTok just became like the voice for if your song doesn't blow up.
Yeah, let's not even say social media. TikTok will make or break everything you do. By the way, go follow us on TikTok.
WTM the podcast.
But yeah, I mean, you have all these dances. I can't lie, some of them are kind of hard. I'll be trying to, I've been in this, okay, sorry. But sorry. But yeah, like you see like how many times someone will post something little on TikTok. Like a random person will make a dance to something.
Yeah.
I kid you not, by the next Monday after that,
Everybody
and their mama doing it.
Everybody's.
Including
their mothers.
Okay, well, what you got on your TikTok?
I can't say too much.
Anyways, if you guys have any suggestions on what is the move, please let us know down below, or
we'll put up a form. I think we should put up a form.
A Google form?
Yeah, not Google form, sorry. There's no steez to Google forms. Even in form, you have to have steez.
Okay, so what form do you want to use?
I don't know. We'll find something though.
It'll likely be a Google form.
It won't be a Google.
People like talking.
It won't be a Google.
What is it with the word steez? Let's actually talk about that. Do you have steez?
You see this? You see these pants on me? This is steez.
Anyways, find out on the next episode.
No, and one day I'll define steez. Until then, if you know, you know. Another day I'll define trim. If you know, you know.
Trim is a good one.
Very solid one.
I can't lie. If you hear a lot of one-liners, it came from him. it came solely from him. I don't know the amount of one-liners.
It's hard being an innovator. I'm so sorry. But I do what I can.
No one said you were an innovator.
It's hard being an innovator. I don't know. But we thank God for creativity.
True.
My biggest enemy is sitting here. Sometimes I have to be able to.
Where's camera Malika? That one. Hi, hello. Biggest hater award. I'll take it. You think I care?
I would hope you cared.
Did you think I cared before?
Yes, I would hope you cared.
No.
Well,
your head is already big. I can't get bigger.
Okay, Koshua.
Anywho, that's actually a great segue because if those who don't know, he just spoke Yoruba. He said get outs.
I am not
Yoruba. He's a fake Yoruba person. He's not even from Nigeria. Allegedly. But we're gonna talk about growing up African. We're both African. I'm Nigerian. He's Ghanaian. What was one of the most vivid experiences you had?
Punishments.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. When you sent this agenda for this podcast, the first thing that came up to mind on growing up African was when I would have to sit and watch them eat while holding up books above my head on my knees the entire dinner.
Excuse me?
You haven't faced pain. Until you have.
Wait, so they were eating?
Bro, I'm talking about the whole dinner. You're holding books like this. And they will eat slow purposely just to make sure that you can't, that you spend extra time.
That's insane. Yeah. That's what they call cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My mom was very creative when it came to.
Shout out Auntie Selena.
Yeah, the biggest. But she didn't punish me much. But when she punished me, she made sure I felt it, so I wouldn't do it again.
And did you do it?
Knowing myself, I probably did whatever it happened again. My mom was
definitely.
My mom was very kind to me, so she never repeated the same punishment. She did.
Oh, she was in. So that's where you get the innovative spirit from. She was innovative with her punishment.
Her punishment. She had to. You have to sometimes just try just to see if it works.
Throw it at the ball, see if it sticks. I would say on the line of punishments, I can't lie. It'd be the ones where you think you got away with something.
They give you the whole day to think you're doing well.
Like I remember there was one day, guys, please don't do anything that we've changed. Our lives are now better. Okay, I've changed. I don't know about you. Anyway, it's
talking about them and us.
Anyways, there was a day that I didn't study for an exam or like a pop quiz that
what did you do that for?
Can I tell the story?
Go ahead.
Anyways, so instead of being honorable and just failing the thing, I went and copied the textbook, like put it on there, copied it, pasted it in my journal, and it was like an open note type of like pop quiz.
How old are you?
This was freshman year of high school. Freshman or sophomore year of high school.
At that point, you should have had enough sense to know that wasn't gonna work.
I was trying to, mind you, the dumb thing that I did is my teacher was the dumb thing he did. My teacher goes around and he checks like, okay, everyone like has notes that they can use on the quiz. I told him that, oh yeah, no, I left my notebook at home or whatever the case may be, or that I didn't have notes. And then he's walking or he's at his desk.
Yeah.
And he sees that like I have a notebook out, and then bro comes over there. I'm talking about with the force of Zeus. He said, "Give me that." I said, bro, made a whole scene.
I had the class,
bro. What? Not like he didn't make a whole scene, but like he took it, and then I just had to sit there and fail. When you look up in the sky to see if the echo says you have to pray. That was not where prayer was. They prevalent in my life. We'll get to that. I was trying to get out the mud. I stayed in the mud. Mud kid. Well,
wow.
That's just what it is. I think another thing along the lines of punishment in an African household isn't even the punishment, it's the insults.
They just know how to mix them, whereas that wouldn't normally go.
Nigerians and Africans in general are the most sarcastic people that you would. I don't care what part of Africa you're from. Your parents will say, Mike, go and give me that thing over there. Okay, you bring it. Where should I put it? Put it on my head. What do you mean? Mike, what do you mean? I didn't know. The one thing that I threw me off so bad was my dad said give him something, right?
Yeah.
I just picked it up and like tried to give it to him, and then he looked at me, and I'm like, "Is this the wrong thing?" And he said, "With your left hand." I said, I'm talking about. I'm like 12 years old, maybe. I'm looking at him like, okay. I didn't understand what the left hand was,
Yeah.
because I don't think that's a thing in a lot of different in other cultures.
Nah, not really.
Because if I'm doing something with my right hand,
Like, what if I'm left-handed?
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, but like, if I am, it's just natural for me to do this.
Just grab it.
But no, bro looked at me. I'm talking about stared into my soul. I was petrified. That's a big word for Elmo. But I was like, bro, okay, here, like, do you not want this thing or not? Let me go and eat what I'm doing. That, and then especially if you're someone who likes to eat, they will. He told me one of the funniest insults. I don't know if it's that you heard or you saw it online.
Yeah, I saw it online.
Which one? What's the one?
They said when you go to when somebody asks you a question and then you're like, oh, I don't know. I know 6 times 6. You say, oh, I don't know. But if it's chips and chicken,
or Yoruba people say, "Como John Jello," you don't know anything but to eat. Eh? Your mates are doing this. You are here eating rice and chicken. Eat it.
That's all you know. Nah, they'll find a way. Eat it. I'm surprised you aren't eating.
They're like, "Oh, have you eaten today?" Yes, of course. Why won't you eat? He said you didn't even brush your teeth. You are eating. Did you make your bed? No, but yeah, you can eat Frosted Flakes. I said, all right, bro. Do you not want me to eat?
Oh, Lord.
Because, but you know, the thing is, if you're skinny and whatnot, this how, well, you know, like eat.
They'll say, do you want to kill me? You have to grow. They don't all the time. It's just simple 2 meals a day. And they'll come and say, you're eating again.
Mind you, they won't even be home. You eat in the morning before they go to work. They'll go and come back. Let's say you haven't eaten that whole day. You come back with a big place of rice and chicken. Is that only you? For you? Who are you sharing that with? They'll say, oh, is this for you? And so no, I didn't eat. So you want to come pack all the meats? I swear, it was almost like a sin to have more than, as a child, have more than one meat on your plate.
I promise you.
God help you if you started eating the meat before you ate the rice. Almost. I remember there was a day I was eating pounded yam with some soup and some chicken. Everybody was at the table, so I'm eating, and I was gonna reach and said, "No, you don't eat. This is up to I should go up top." So now, even now, subconsciously, I will say, I'll say my protein after I've eaten the rice. Or
That's a good call. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about it that way, but I also do the same thing.
Yeah,
and sometimes the rice is almost finished. I'm now getting to my boiled egg. Shout out Ghanaians, big guys.
not to eat egg.
Sorry.
Not to eat egg. Bread be kicking.
Sorry.
I know it.
If I reach across here and I slap the other bad guy, right?
You guys see what I have to deal with? Okay. Do you see what I have to deal with? Yeah. Anyways, but one thing that I do appreciate, especially with our parents, is as much as they would ask this annoying question on Sunday mornings, they ask, are you not going to church today?
It is 7:30.
No, it's not ready. It's not even the fact that they're like, why aren't you getting ready? It's the fact of the matter, like, you asked me the question as if I can say no. I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice.
Oh,
because my mom would come in, call.
And then more, or is that in your case, a carol?
It wasn't even a carol. Good morning. It was, are you not going to church today? If I say no, I get slapped. If I say yes, so why aren't you doing this? Either way, it's available as a lose-lose situation. There's nothing like, I'm not going to church today. So what will you do today? You will stay home, Abby.
I have to study. I have exams.
You can study. You come back to church.
And then if you don't go to church, God forbid you want to eat the rest of the day.
You can't go to church. You don't know how to pray. don't eat that one.
So you'll call me and ask me to bring you food on my way home, but you won't come to. It's okay.
Yeah, you're not eating.
I'm not gonna say you just sleep that day.
You just go and sleep. I will say the sleep after you get whooped.
It's nothing like it. Sometimes I be wanting to get in trouble just to feel it. Maybe that's sorry. Face down with it. Sorry. You too sorry. No sorry for me. Sorry for yourself. It's you that say you want to feel it, so leave me alone anyway.
But I appreciate our parents for raising us Christian, because if not for that, I don't know where we would be.
I know exactly where I would be because I've been there, but I digress.
Well, that's a great way to segue to our next thoughts. How did you find Christ? What was your... Because there's a lot of people who were intro to it, like as a kid and whatnot, but like you didn't really like...
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask. Like, are you talking about the first time my parents made me start going to church consistently, or are you talking about like when I followed myself? Grew up in church on a PK.
Pastor's kid, if you don't know.
Yeah, sorry, pastor's kid. My dad was a pastor. My mom, even though she didn't claim it, was a pastor. Very faith-based household. I'm talking about devotionals in the morning and all of that. So I didn't really have...
Early in the morning, I will rise and pray. What's the next song?
None to that Lord.
That's not the next.
Sorry, I'm not Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian, sorry.
Early in the morning, I will rise and pray. Good morning, Jesus.
Oh, yes, we did not sing that one.
Oh,
we one praise song gets strictly straight to the worship. He's on that love. He let it marinate. Be that glory. It stings. Anyways, so devotionals in the morning. Didn't really have an intro to Christ. I had an outro though. Because I was born into church. I'm not gonna lie. I was born in the church. When I became of age, you must be picking up instruments. You have to play. So went straight into the band literally as soon as I could comprehend music. When I say I had an outro, as soon as I left for college, yeah, I was out the door. I'm not gonna lie. I can count on one hand the amount of times I went to church in college when I wasn't back home. And the one hand is zero. But I digress. But when I found him for myself, I graduated in 2019 from UT. After 4 very... Is it every episode? After 4 very... I did very well in school. Now my personal life, up and down roller coaster.
more downs than ups.
There's barely any ups. Yeah. Long story short, I faced post-grad depression. I think a lot of people face post-grad depression, but me especially, my identity had become my community in school. So literally once all my people started just going here, my cousin, moved to San Diego. He was one of my closest friends. Literally had him right around the corner from me for 4 years. One of my closest friends, Germ, he left me in January of 2019, but he moved back to Houston because he graduated in 2018. And then some other friends who were still in school, it's like, I'm working now. So it's like, I don't have the same luxury of just like being able to like go about my day. Like, oh, I'm going to class, I'm going to go hoop, all those different things. But like, I'm working, they're in school, our like schedules never intersected. So I literally just became down. I had a girlfriend at the time, but it was like, I started to really comprehend what it meant to feel alone. And it's like, yeah, I had people around me, but it's like literally used to have my identity based on the fact that every single day I know exactly what I'm gonna get because I'm in school. I'm gonna go to this class on Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes Fridays. Go to this class Tuesday, Thursdays, and then get out, go hoop, all those different things. Literally, boom, shock. This was before COVID too. And I thank God that I had a wake up call before COVID because I couldn't imagine my life if I would have went into COVID in like the dark place that I was. So December 2019 came around. I think that was when the last of my friends left. Last of my closest friends left Austin. I remember we went to Thirsty Thursdays happy hour. Like think it was like December 18th or something, 2019. And literally, that was the last time I saw them. And then like the whole rest of the month of December, I was just down bad. Like could barely get out of bed. I was extremely depressed. And then like just as quickly as I fell into like that deep pit, God started pulling me out of it. I started to just, mind you, I was never somebody who like read their Bible. Like I don't like reading, so much less the Bible. And so I was definitely never somebody that like would just go pick it up. But like God started saying, hey, spend a little time, maybe doing one devotional here, one devotional here. Maybe start praying. Maybe start praying. Don't just listen to gospel music and be like, oh, that's enough for me for the day. But actually, like, come and hang out with me. Yeah, and literally changed my life because then my identity started stop being in my community and around everybody else around me. Oh, I'm safe in this place, and started being I'm safe because Christ will never leave me. So that was a very long story to get to the place of that was my big reintroduction to Christ and a personal definition for myself of him being my identity being placed in Christ rather than everything else around me. And that literally changed the whole trajectory of the last 5 years. But I'll pass the same question to you.
Thing is, for me, when you grow up in church and you kind of are always surrounded, like the thing is, our parents sometimes would never leave us at home by ourselves. So you were kind of forced into going wherever they went to, whether it was a prayer conference, it was this, that, and the third. I was always in church.
Yeah.
And from a young age, I've always known to serve and whatnot. But because when you're in a church that has a lot of cultural influence, sometimes things get dated.
You grew up at African church? Sorry.
Did I?
I forgot he's RCCG to the bottom.
I'm an RCCG kid, man. I wasn't even born into RCCG, funny enough. Born in New Orleans, I went to a predominantly white church.
Yeah.
And
I did too.
We moved here, and every other week it was Otuakachi. I'm talking about it was boom, 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 boom. I've never seen people pray as hard as
like no disrespect. Those white churches do. Once I got to Africa, I realized those white churches do not be praying.
Well, let's not say they don't pray
with the same fire.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm talking about, have you been to a 10-hour shut-in of just prayer? I'm talking about yatu, yata, and they're sweating bullets.
They're not wiping their face either. They're letting the sweat drip.
I'm talking about if it's the common PowerPoint is every power from my mother's house to my father's house. And you're just like, dang, die? Can they maybe be arrested? Like, solitary confinement?
Maybe there's a step before die.
There wasn't. It was straight to it. But back to how I found Christ. So I never had that aha moment where it's like, oh, I need to get my life in order. Like, it was more of just like, I've known what's right, continue knowing what's right. But that was the hard part. When you have friends who may not be the most into church or into their faith kind of
sugar-coated, sorry.
Just depending on how you find yourself going and everything like that, you have to make sure that you stay on the path.
Yeah.
Safe to say I didn't. I went this way. And it wasn't even intentional. I just thought that what I was doing was okay. It was acceptable. Like, I wasn't out here fornicating. I wasn't out here doing drugs and whatnot. I was just not following Christ. Like, I was just behaving the way I wanted to behave. And then, what was it? That was really how it was all throughout high school. Had issues, just like staying with God and reading my Bible. I can't lie to you. I did not read my Bible for a while.
Was it because you didn't like reading?
No, it's because the way the Bible was introduced to me, like, I didn't understand. Just like, why do I have to read this thing? Like, I get why, but like, I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
With the addition of that, I wasn't the biggest fan of reading stuff, But I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'll start reading it. And then I just started reading it to say I read it.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that, if your heart's not in it, you don't need to be doing it.
Is it dead?
And then after that, I went off to college. Did my first year here in Houston, and then transferred to Tech, which is where I Rackham Raiders, which is where I joined the Tree of Restoration. Funny story. After leaving, after graduating, I told myself I'm never stepping foot into an RCCG church again. I said, I'm not doing it. I can't. These people are too much to handle.
Wow.
And the way that I left, there was some issues that went on. Someone was like talking smack behind my back. Me and the person are good now. We thank God for reconciliation. But yeah, it just was not. I said, I'm never coming back here. And thank God that that church existed, because they took me in the way I needed to be taken. They met me where I was at.
Yeah.
Which is someone who was doing this, who was flip-floppity to the point. And I know people can relate to this. I'm talking about band practice is usually like Saturday morning. Cool.
I know where he's going.
Band practice, keep in mind, forget Saturday. Let's go back to Thursday. Because, in college, Thursday's the beginning of the weekend. Thursday night, we're at the local bar. I'm talking about you had like $2 drinks. You just go. That was that. Stop reminiscing.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Friday. Let's just say there's no prayer night. There's nothing at church, right? Cool. Nothing's happening at church. Okay, cool. All right, what's the play? Are we finna go to the pregame? All right, bet. Head to the pregame. I used to do this thing of, I'll DD, right? That was my way of getting to functions and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'll DD. All right, cool. So that everybody else could drink, which will also save me from drinking.
Cool.
Then times went on. Oh yeah, you could just have a drink. I was very impressionable. Like I was very like
1 or 2.
yeah,
Something.
and then it turned to like 6. Wow. After which, the next morning, someone is coming to pick me up. It's like, you coming to pick me up. Hey, bro, I'm downstairs. All right, bet. Coming downstairs, trying to play it cool. Took a shower, cold water, so I can jazz up. I didn't jazz up. Oh.
Nuts.
And then go to band practice, do everything, pray and get ready for the next day. This is how the schedule was. Band practice, do everything we need to do, get something to eat, usually Chick-fil-A. After that, go take a nap. By the time I wake up,
Regroup.
the text of, all right,
This is where
here's where we're going. All right, babe, I'm gonna come get you at this time. Yada, yada, yada. Go. I'm talking about, it was clockwork.
Yeah.
Go to the party, be doing things we won't talk about at said party.
We'll talk about it later.
At said party, and go home and whatnot. The next morning, I'm bright and bushy-tailed at 7 a.m. And I thought that I was doing, if I'm doing this,
Thought you were finessing.
and I'm going to church, I'm better than the people who are going and not going to church. They said, as Africans would say, you think you're doing me? You're not doing me, you're doing yourself. And I really was. Like, I would go to these parties and everything like that, and go to church the next day and be praying and wondering why I'm not feeling the Spirit. Yeah, well, for lack of a better term, and I wasn't drunk of the Holy Ghost. I was drunk off of 10s. But yes, and I'm just like, but I never felt judged. Granted, a lot of people who were at church were doing the same things, but even those who weren't, they made sure that we didn't feel like out of place. They made sure that we were still loved at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that, I thank God for Tree of Restoration. Shout out to everyone who goes to TOR or went to TOR that's watching it, the Tree. I miss you guys. I want to come back, but Lubbock is just so far.
How would you ever move to Lubbock?
I didn't say I want to move.
I want to go visit. Sorry.
But yeah, I thank God for them, because they really took me in, showed me they loved me, loved on me. And yeah, and then I joined the band, joined the choir, joined the men's Bible study, became a leader at church and everything like that. And that shaped me to who I am now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you still had you had your moments of up, and you're going, down, going. Certain relationships came and went that kind of, throw you out. But we thank God for the journey, honestly, because the journey is really what makes you who you are.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like one thing, like we don't talk about a lot in church, or they talk about it a lot in church, but more so, oh, I went to this church and this happened, and that's why I stopped going to church. I went to this church and this happened, why I stopped going to church. But like one of the biggest things for me, like since I started, like, so lo and behold, I ended up in RCCG. I was playing for Haven. Shout out Pastor Simi. Sindalo. And then I met two of honestly my really good friends now, Anu Letu and David Ropo. And they had a church called The Gap in Arlington. Mind you, I live in Austin. I'll come through a couple of times.
How many times did they invite you before you went one time? The first time?
It wasn't that morning.
You know, how many times did you say, yeah, I'll come on before you actually went?
Okay, that one. I think the Haven conference was like in October or something. I didn't end up going till December.
Okay, well, I mean,
it's not the worst. It's not the worst. But I didn't become consistent at the Gap until like halfway through 20, like a little bit into like April 2021. Yeah, because we were now getting back from COVID and all those things. But it's like ending up in RCCG. They have church, then they have convention.
mm-hmm.
Not only convention, then they have conference.
Mm-hmm.
Not only conference, then you have to meet the same people again at this other conference program. This.
Yeah.
Literally would play with the same guys every single, probably like 10 times every single year, and we wouldn't even live in the same city.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved
Boston, Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas again, Wisconsin. You know who you are.
Well, feel about working conferences? I love it, but how do you feel about working conferences?
I don't think I've ever, especially this year, I don't think I've prayed and fast more than I did, bro, in terms of prepping for conferences.
Do you even eat throughout the year? I'm not gonna lie.
Can we be real? So fast, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. So fast, they're taking it out of me because they'll say like it'll be the days where like they don't send out that text until like 10 a.m. on one day. Hey, remember we're fasting. Me, I've already smashed.
That's the worst. So when they'll send at like 2 p.m., I'm like, oh
my God. Like this year, what did we have? So we start from I had this thing called Realigning Your Faith in January.
Yeah.
Trickle down. I had smaller conferences throughout the year. And then we had
convention,
in June.
But we started fasting before like the end of May. Yeah, no, we started fasting like, it was like the second to last week of May.
Yeah. So middle of May, fasted, on and off. And then come June, we were wrapping up fasting for a convention. And then our good friend and sister Shikemi said, hey guys, hi, COI is back. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Like you run it back. Then I didn't remember what we tarried the year before, bro. And then it was, so we're going to start at 3 days of fasting. I'm like, right when convention is, and guys, don't take anything from this other than fasting and prayer is great.
It's good for you, please don't.
But it's when it's Monday through Wednesday, you stop. Okay, hey guys, we're going to be fasting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm just like, dang.
All you have is Thursday.
All I have is Thursdays. So you best believe that Thursday, I'm about to peer.
Bro, and the crazy thing is,
that's me. That's me.
Bro, the thing is my eating skill was already messed up outside of fasting. So then you add fasting on top of it, bro.
I'm talking about it gets treacherous. But when you get to the fruition,
you see the fruit
of when you get to all of these things,
you see
no matter how big or how small, you see exactly what was fasting.
You see the why.
Yeah, you see the
why. Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, wow. Because right after COI, what were we prepping for? Gap conference.
Bro.
Was there anything between that?
Mind you, we had started fasting for Gap conference long before the volunteers fasted. Because I'm part of
That's true.
I'm part of Gap worship. So
shout out GW.
Yeah, we started fasting and praying long before the rest of the volunteers. So literally, I think I had maybe just my birthday, because I think we started July 12th.
Well, it couldn't be your birthday because the day of, right?
Yeah.
No, we started July. We stopped fasting July. What day was he was? The 6th.
6th, yeah.
So we stopped fasting on the
6th,
and then
I had 7, 8, 9,
and then we started again 10.
My birthday is July 9th, by the way.
We started again on the 7th.
Yeah.
And that went on till August.
No, we fasted through Gap Conference, so that went on until August 3rd.
Yeah, we did fast through. I'm talking about those days were hard.
4th, actually. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Yeah.
Those days were tough.
Those days were tough.
Shout out to PD, shout out to Minister Arno, all the people who led fasting and prayer. But it was hard.
By the way, you guys hit me over the head. I love you guys, so you hit me over the head. It was tough.
Especially like the days of conference where we didn't end until like midnight. When by the time we broke down and loaded out.
That's when you're eating.
And that's when I'm eating just to wake up in the morning. I'm talking about I'm in my hotel. I'm like, sometimes I pick the hotel based on what their breakfast spread look like. I ain't gonna hold you.
I can't say too much.
And then I realized, oh wait, I can't eat.
Bro, the worst feeling is when you're halfway through the meal and you're like, oh, do you finish?
You know what? How do you finish? This is gonna be. They're probably gonna hate me for saying this. Demi and Justin. These two guys said the most dumb thing I've ever heard. They said that they were reverse fasting.
What was that?
So they ate in the morning and they said that, okay, I'll stop eating at like 9 a.m. And then they wouldn't eat from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then we eat after.
At 9 p.m.
And then I'm like,
isn't that Ramadan?
Well, 6 a.m. to 6 till the sun goes down. Yeah. But like I was like, you're reverse fasting. Keep in mind, everybody else is, okay, we're breaking at 3 or we're breaking at 4 or 5 or whatever. They said, I'll eat right before Gap Conference starts.
Yeah.
And then I'll be busy enough throughout the day. That's what I think
about either.
And then I'll eat again once Gap Conference is over. I'm talking about these boys went to the hotel. They were in the hotel, like the volunteers room, smacking down cereal, pizza. I was like, wow, no shit.
You're hungry.
You guys starving. But to eat. Not to fast up, but okay. Now, those are our guys, so shout out to the bros. But yeah, I'm like, that's a bit nuts, yeah? But I think back to the main point of working conference, it's always refreshing.
It is.
And they're always timely too, because it was literally back to back to back. Yeah, you had convention, cool. Then we had COI, which was like, it went, then it went, Yeah. And then Gap Conference, it went,
I'm not gonna lie. If I hadn't fasted and prayed as much as I did before a Gap Conference, I don't think what was broken in me would have been broken in me. It was very necessary.
Mind you, you know what's so crazy? That would have been nuts if they did it this year when you mentioned Haven? Tour. If we went on tour, because tour is usually the like this fall.
Tour starts literally last year. It was August 16th.
It would have been 2 weeks after Gap Conference
ended. I'm not gonna lie. We would have started fasting right after.
Oh yeah. Like right after. I know Simi. Oh, Simi don't play. The moment we finish conference.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys. So some of you aren't gonna like this, but we're fasting.
And the thing is, Simi will say it was the nicest voice whole time, but she's telling you,
but she's not asking you,
bro. She's telling you
you're fasting. I said, wow. I always say that Simi threatens you, but in the nicest way possible. I was talking about, she'd be like, yeah, some of you are not gonna get this, but you need to pray. And the whole prayer altar is dead, bro. I'm like,
she said some of you are not gonna get it. I thought it was something simple.
He said your prayer altar is dead. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, some of you are not gonna get this. This isn't for everybody. You have to fast.
I shall commission you right then
and there. Oh no, she won't say, oh, you have to fast. Some of you are not gonna. No, you will get it by force.
Mm-hmm. And I think the beautiful part of it is you understand what she's saying by the time she's.
Oh yeah, the thing is, sometimes Simi be having me lost in the beginning, but I've never gotten into the end of working with Simi and been like, what was all that for?
Yeah, no, it's either praise or like,
so this is what it was. So you see the fruit of your labor, 100%.
But guys, if you're ever invited to a conference or anything like that, do your very best to attend, because I'm telling you, it is some of the best time of your life.
There's a couple things that are open right now. You should for sure get your ticket to Gap Conference.
2025, yeah.
COI's ticket isn't open, but for sure block that off of your calendar. It's the first week of July.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What else we got coming up?
Convention, but we don't know when it'll be.
We got I think you told me about yesterday, Worshipper Zone.
Yeah, Worshipper Zone, realigning your faith.
Realigning your faith.
I'm not gonna lie, living in Texas is very hard to miss out.
Keep in mind, I work the production side of things, but all the bros are on the front end playing drums, bass, singing, whatever have you. And I can tell you for a fact that I see them at any and every conference. You told me,
Jesse, once at least drop by.
Emmanuel, Gabe, TJ, Shell. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Somebody of the like 5 or 6, Ray, shout out Anu Aletu. He actually just played at convention for Dunson. Off the strength. They're like, we need a guitarist.
Hi.
And he was like, I mean, I can try.
I have Harriet's.
Harriet and Amber. But yeah, we thank God for them, honestly, because those guys, it's never just a gig.
The same part, we're seeing those guys this weekend.
Yeah, in a couple hours, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually a privilege to serve with them. It's not a privilege to serve with everybody.
I can't say too much.
It's not. It's very hard to work with. If you see me looking this way, one of them is acting stupid behind the camera.
Yeah.
But it's a privilege to serve with those guys because I know that, and sometimes rehearsal is something that's hard to plan for.
Yeah.
But I know that if I give these guys an assignment of we have to bring the house down, without fail, by the time certain people hop on the instruments, I know that I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
What key am I in? Meets me on A, and
meets me on the 6.
Bad. Not even meet me on A. Meet me on the 1, but make sure you play the 5 right after that so we can go. And it's a wrap. It's truly a wrap.
I was never worried about Gap Conference. I'll be so honest with you. Regardless of like the lack of however many rehearsals we get, don't yell at me for this one, Minister Anu. Because I knew that the hearts of the guys that I was working with are in the right place because I've worked with them so much. Like it was always never in doubt for me that like those guys were gonna come and like be serious about like going for it. So I honestly thank them for not proving me right, but for backing me up because I was fighting for you guys.
Yeah. Shout out EJ, Josh, Ray, Calvin, Emmanuel, Cyril, Ayo, Justin.
Yeah, that's
who else? Anu, of course. Put your hand down, bro. No one likes. You weren't even. Anyways, but shout out to everyone who ministered. Gap Conference, honestly, I took in the first one.
Nah, this one was nuts.
And I was like, okay, like it's cool. I missed the second one when Pastor Kofi and what's bro's name? Ralph. When Prophet Ralph came down. But this one?
It was nuts. This one was nuts.
Yeah.
And next year we go higher. By God's grace.
We'll be at the Irving Convention Center.
By God's grace, we go higher.
Free promo.
There's no free promo. Don't worry. Your pockets be opening this. I can't lie.
You know what? What if that week we
do a quick spot? I'll email your people. We'll get right.
But all right. So
we have a new game today.
We have a new game. We do have a new game. It's gonna be guess the phrase. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to write down a phrase on my board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it up like this, so only they'll be able to see it. And
what if you have a mirror right there?
There isn't.
But if there was one, how would that work?
Anyways, so what's gonna happen is you're going to guess the phrase.
Yeah.
Whoever guesses the most phrases.
What type of context do I have?
So ideally, it's stuff that we say a lot.
Okay.
Or stuff that we joke around with and whatnot. All right. So you want to go first? Or you want to go?
No, you got it.
All right, bet. Let me clip this on me real quick.
Yeah. I guess I might as well clip mine too. I'm gonna be writing. Hopefully y'all can still hear me.
Should be good. We hope. All right. Let's get straight to the business. I hope you guys can be able to see it. I'll try and write as legible as possible. You're gonna have to write yours too. So
Yeah, no, that's why I clipped it. What do I want to start with? What's a phrase that we use a lot?
dang, hold on. I had these in my head.
Yeah, this way I was supposed to write it down. And I had,
Did you write your own down?
no,
Okay, but
up here. Anyways, this guy. Sorry, I want to look. I want to look. What did he write? What did he write? Let me know when you're done.
all right, this is the phrase. I don't know if y'all can read that properly, but
Hopefully.
this phrase, you say it a lot when you're like, someone does something and then you're like,
Okay.
well, you just say it. You don't have to write the answer.
I'll write it down. So we can match. Wouldn't that be so cute?
Hurry up.
Anyways, the phrase is, what are you saying for me for?
No, that's not it.
Oh,
It's not. I think we said this yesterday. So you said this, or I said this when we were at dinner yesterday in the parking garage, and there were some people like laughing crazily. And you can't see what's happening.
you know, black people.
No.
Ah,
Yeah, you're terrible at it.
I'm not gonna lie. How am I missing this one? I for sure thought it was the first one.
All right, you got one more, and then we gotta move on. Like, you're always like,
Now I have no idea. I'm lost.
all right, so the answer is,
What you got going? That would have been a good one. That would have been some money. Okay, get it right. That would have been a good one. So I should write down mine.
Hmm?
I should write down mine. This
we don't steal the one that I'm thinking of.
I hope I steal his effect. Okay. How many rounds do we pause? How many rounds do we do?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Sorry.
Let's do, each person does 5.
Each 5 is nuts. That was up. I can do it. Okay. Okay. That's a nice one. Don't be looking. Close your eyes. This is the phrase. Okay. Not gonna lie, this shouldn't be hard for you.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the group of people I criticize the most, and what name do I call them?
Bro, you're gonna careful. Blacks. What?
I can't like. Mind you, when I say blacks, I'm talking about all denominations of black, not just African Americans. I'm talking about British Americans, Somalians, Nigerians, Ghanaians. Wow, you are nuts for that one. I'm not going by.
That's not the eraser, bro.
Oh, what is this one?
Wow, you're using the magnet to clean it. You know, some people didn't go to school. He said he did well in school, and he's using it's a good thing. It's been fine anyways. This is the next phrase.
Okay, make it a good hint.
This one, you say when someone does like something really, really good, and you're like praising them.
Something better, something really, really good. Continue, give me another hint.
So, the person who booked our first studio, when I told you that they booked it, this was the phrase that you said. Somewhat of a action. Bruh.
Dang, that's second.
There's one that I could give you, but like it'll be too obvious.
Nah, this one,
This is something you say. You definitely say this a lot. Whenever someone does something really cool or really good, or they do it really well, and you be like, ah.
Nah,
okay, I'll just say it.
No. I'm gonna get it.
I'm gonna give you another hint.
Go ahead, give me another hint. Go ahead.
This one is gonna give it away, but it involves an animal.
Maybe I don't speak English. Maybe that's not.
Shannon Sharp said it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You just got.
Bro.
I'm be sick.
What do you, okay. This is gonna give it. This is a dead giveaway. I don't feel like you get this point, but what do you always say about LeBron?
Oh, I'm pouring honey on you, goat. Sorry. Sorry. All you have to say was LeBron.
That I didn't want to say LeBron.
You have to say it was LeBron. I'm pouring honey on you, goat.
Anywho,
sometimes it's exotic honey too. I'm not gonna lie. It's not always American honey.
Warm it up.
Put it in the microwave so it pours easier. I can't say soon. Just let. Because you know, honey when it's cold is a little thick.
All right. So that. Sorry. I know. I'm just thinking of my next one. I have a point. He doesn't get that point.
I'm not gonna lie. Why not?
Cause
all you had to say was Bronski.
Anyways.
All right, let me write mine down.
This next one kind of long, pause, but I think it's all right. I think
yeah, my next one is also long. Pause.
I swear, if we had the same one, we'll end the show because that's nuts. All right, now.
All right, this is my next one. Make sure he doesn't see. Make sure he doesn't see. Okay. Did you see? Okay. We always say this whenever the person that we're dealing with basically goes out of their way for us. The person that we're in relations with goes out of their way for us.
Is it a song? Is it a song? Can I say the word?
No.
Don't say.
No, it's not that. It's not that one. It's not that one. The other one. I wanted to write that first one. I said I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to compromise. But there's another one. It's a phrase. I don't know if it was in a song. I can't remember, but it's a phrase.
I love dealing with it. That one?
No, that's the one. That's the one I was gonna say, but no, it's the other one that we say.
You know the last time you said it?
Literally when the person booked the studio for the first podcast.
I think I'm gonna.
So I'll say another one. Think of
dang, that's kind of hard.
These are for kids. The rabbit. The cereal. Yeah.
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
So that word.
Tricks?
Now think. Niggas gonna get it.
It's the same song.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the next.
But I knew the phrase you were gonna say. It wasn't that one.
It's cause they gonna trick and I'm gonna trick, but they gonna trick bigger. A trick. But see, it's literally the same song.
No, that one. You know me, I don't listen to City Girl rap.
I don't, but somebody's song.
I like Glorilla. I like Glorilla.
Not the little.
She's going places.
This is the next one. All right. So this camera can see it too. This one we say normally in a joking matter when someone says something really spiritual. Or when someone says something very profound.
Hondo.
No, not that. Oh, this is an actual, like it's multiple words.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Flesh and Blood did not reveal that one to you. It did not.
So maybe now the producer just said he's not going to get it. He immediately got Sam Blow.
Stefan did not reveal that one to me. It did not reveal that one to me. It was the spirits of the spirits. Okay, whatever y'all got going on back there. Figure it out. What's going on? Figure it out. No way. Break it. Why you people make us small money? We'll have a producer cam so you can be seeing our producer. He's also the one who made the logo.
If y'all see that, y'all like that.
I won't give him free promo though. You don't get to know his name. So sorry. Okay. All right. Let me write my next one.
We'll do one more each.
You see, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I'm giving you nice ones. You're not giving me nice. The second one, I'm not gonna lie, I should have got that one. But the first one was tough. The first one, yeah, I think I'll give you grace because it was the first time we're playing this game. But the first one was tough. Okay. Nah, don't steal my last one. Bro. we have so many sayings we say, and it's like it's hard to think of it outside of the moment.
Yeah. I have one. Hopefully you don't take this one. Oh.
That is the phrase. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hopefully he cannot see it. I always say this phrase when I introduce myself.
Hello, hi.
No, not that one. We just talked about Glorilla. What does you call yourself?
Oh, the biggest. The biggest. You know,
The thing I don't even know where that originated.
you don't say that. You say that about like other people more than you do about yourself.
I say it when I introduce myself to people that know I say it a lot. You know, like I don't introduce myself as the biggest. No.
All right, so this is my last one. I don't know. I think I'm up right now, but we'll see.
He's up one right now.
If you get this, sudden death. If not,
Okay.
I won. This is the phrase. This is what you say when, like, you need to go do something, or like you need someone else to go do something. Like you ask them to do it, but they're like iffy about it. There's an easy way for me to explain this, but I don't want you to win. So
Like the easy way. Come on now. It's not always about competition.
it is.
It's not that because the way you just gave it to me is so.
Okay, so this is what you say whenever it's like you're telling me something, or like I need to go do something, but I'm like taking my time to do it.
Oh, make haste.
No.
Oh. Dang. Am I gonna get this one?
You should get this one, high key. It's not that difficult. You say this a lot. Like whenever we're supposed to be doing something, or like I'm supposed to be doing something.
Oh well, let's be going.
No.
Which one?
Are you giving up?
No.
Okay.
Give me one more hint.
That's the easiest way for. I thought you would have got it off of that one.
What? It's not. I'm not gonna guess. I'm good at coming up with the phrase.
You basically are like. It's on the same wavelength of let's be going. Okay, so if I give you this last one, it's gonna give it away.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know if I.
Yeah, I'm giving you very easy hints. Why?
It involves a genre of music.
A genre of music.
What do you always say is one of your slept-on genres of music?
Oh, jazz up.
Close, but make it more action-based.
Let's be jazzing up.
I'll give it to you. Be jazzing up.
Be jazzing up. I should have got that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Producer, does he get the point for that one? Yeah, you're so nice to him.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let it be known that I'm up 1-0 in the series.
It's okay. Next one.
Okay.
Well, I didn't read what they said,
but I digress. I know what it said. We gotta hurry though. Gotta get out of here.
Are you rushing me?
Yes, hurry up.
Coach,
you're gonna lose anyways. But
digress. Dang, I was about to use that one. Oh. Sometimes I don't think, guys. Sometimes I don't think. We coming up with yours first. You got it. Because I literally just threw mine away.
The one I want to use may be a little bit
suggestive.
But I mean this in the best way possible.
He doesn't mean in the best way possible. Oh yeah, I got mine.
Okay, I'm gonna show our producer and make sure it's okay. Hopefully y'all can't see this.
He said no.
Okay, he said no.
Our producer is our conscience bad because we had two bad guys. Our producer is not a bad guy anymore. He's changed.
Oh, okay.
That was grace.
I
have mine.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go ahead. You see me, I'll make it easier for you too.
Okay.
Is this camera on me? I'll make it easier for you too. So you can't see it.
I can see it.
So literally, I'm gonna make it easy for you.
Okay.
Whenever somebody is just stuffing their face, what do I say?
All right. This should close it out. It is very, very easy, in my opinion. This is what you say or we say whenever someone says something that doesn't make sense. Almost in a dismissive tone.
Well, get out of here.
Mm-mm.
Anyways.
No, you got one more.
Wow. It wasn't any of those two?
Mm-mm. This is very, very easy to get, in my opinion.
It's not anyways. Makes sense.
You were actually the one to say this.
I'm the one to say most of them. That doesn't help.
What else? Like, it's when someone says, whenever someone says something like stupid, like typically it's like very, very dumb. We usually say this. You got like 30 seconds, if not less.
One more hint. One more hint. I gave you a lot of hints.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I don't even know what to say no more, really. I can't say what I want to say because it would be a dead giveaway.
Continue. I gave you a dead giveaway.
Yours were just easy.
Yeah, because I care about you.
Who said I did about you?
Anyway. Great.
So usually what we do is, yeah, and then roll our eyes. We say, yeah.
Whatever that means.
Thank you.
So I didn't think you were going to use the actual name. That's why I was like, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I didn't think you were going to use the name of the podcast in the thing. But anywho, instead of got it on be said it'll close it.
They're like, I won that one. Yes. Yeah, I won that one. So that's officially 2-0, by the way.
I digress.
No. What do you mean?
You just handing out dubs? Do you get paid for this shit?
I think I won that one. I feel like there's only one that I did it. Anyways, let's be going. Yeah, so I won the Bible trivia. I won the phrase.
You know the insane thing I just remembered?
What?
We didn't pray into this episode.
We did not. God forgive us. Why? We're going to pray out for sure. But before we pray out, like always, we have a song of the pod. I have a song that I'm going to...
Was it me this time?
Oh, you should always have a song. You don't have a song on your heart?
I have a song on my heart for sure.
Oh, that could be the song of the pod.
Sorry. But you should...
My song of the pod that we're actually singing this morning. I don't know if I'm stealing the one that you were going to say. It's Jesus, my love.
Yeah, he definitely didn't steal mine.
I want to know your heart. I want to make you feel whatever. I don't know the actual words, but by Ibuka Songs, great song. Another great song is Seek First by Gap Worship. I'm talking about real pressure. Real pressure.
Who played bass on that?
Some random dude. I forgot his name. Yeah, he wasn't even that good. He had one good lick in it, but like, anyways, that's about it.
Oh, let me be
for those who want to know, Michael played bass on Seek First.
Nice. So let me come back see if people can really hear me. Yeah, my song of the podcast is Yo By Me by
English?
Joe Metzel, which means
Uncle Joe, man.
Which means my help.
Say the word again.
Yo By Me.
Yo By Me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a Gan. I don't speak Gan.
What do you speak?
Speak Chewy.
Oh, tree.
Yeah, as if you're chewing something. Tree. Yeah, chewy. But tree.
Anyways, honorary song of the pod. We'll give some type of promo to our...
Wait, no, I get to pick honorary song of the pod. What the heck? Honorary song.
Yes. Okay, well, fair enough.
You know me and Black. One day we'll talk about interracial couples. Sorry. Honorary song of the podcast is Day of the Lord by Refuge Worship.
Oh, that day. Oh, that. Yeah, I can wait on that day to come. Yes, sir. But yeah,
Shout out.
our producer played drums on it.
He played
I
drums.
wish I could turn the camera around, but
It's okay.
he's not
Our
ready.
producer also makes music. Not gonna lie, he has an EP coming. It's going.
We hope
He said he's had an EP coming for
6 years.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's been. I actually met him back in 2020. We haven't.
He's giving us hits.
Yeah, one hit a year. That's it, and it's not because the song sucked. Sorry, who? Sorry. Anyways, yeah, Day of the Lord by Refuge Worship. Go get that. But yeah, that it.
I think that's it.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this episode of whatever that means.
The second
Episode, man. Time is flying. We're having fun.
We're getting old.
Oh, yeah, we are. Go on, Mary. Thank you. But make sure to follow us on all of our social medias, Instagram, TikTok. If you need us, shout out the email?
Oh, sorry that the email is whatever that means. WTMpodcast.contact@gmail.com.
Sponsors, people who want to,
give us some sort of drip.
We're talking about Steve, say.
Translate it for you old people. Drip,
swag for those who are generations behind. But yeah, all of our social media will be somewhere on the screen, or you can follow it on the link below. Get this podcast on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast.
On Spotify, Apple Music too, or Apple Podcast. Sorry,
Apple Music. Are we making music?
Sorry,
do better.
Sorry.
But yeah, let's go ahead and. But hints, Sorry. Let's go out and pray, and we can get out of here.
Yeah, you got it.
In Jesus' name, Lord, we give you all the glory, honor, and adoration for a day like today. We thank you for your kindness, your mercy, your love, and your grace. We thank you that you are a loving God. We thank you for even just being God all by yourself, Lord. We ask that even as we've had an amazing time in your presence on this podcast, Lord, I pray that you will continue to strengthen us, continue to bless us, Lord, that we may continue to put out this content, Lord, that will represent you and you will be proud of. Let this podcast be a sweet smelling savor. And I pray, Lord, that you will accept us as our worship. We ask, Lord, that even as we leave now, Lord, I pray that the next time we come back and for another episode, I pray, Lord, that it will be a glorious reunion. We give you all the glory, honor, and adoration. For Jesus' name we've prayed.
Amen.
You guys have a wonderful time, and we'll see you in the next one.